Okay, mission this morning is to modify my optimizer. Problem I've got is the cord and on this end and on the plug end is too short, and that means that I'm having to put the optimizer actually on the bike, run an extension cord to my waterproof plug outside, and the optimizer's getting wet and dying. It's not good for it. So to fix that problem, I've got coffee, obviously. I've got a longer power cable which has the right fitting. It doesn't have a plug on the end, but this one has screws, so I'm going to recycle that. I've got the new plug fitting for this type of wire that goes into the fitting that's on the bike. I've got some heavy grade wire which is recycled from audio. It's actually a heavier weight than this wire, so it should be suitable. It's longer. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to recycle this short lead and plug, because I've noticed my optimizer comes with a set of battery leads which I don't use. It's got the wrong end on, but I'm going to turn these into a set of jumper leads that I could possibly use to help somebody out, or maybe somebody can help me out if my bike doesn't go. Yeah, see how that goes. They might be too light for this purpose, but don't have that sort of thing on the bike, then you don't have the option. Yeah, and then the next thing that I've got is a waterproof power box. And basically, this box here has a rubber seal. You can put stuff in it. It's got these rubber mounted entry points, which has this cover thing that goes over the top. Sort of goes in like that. The optimizer is going to sit inside with the various cords coming out to cover it up. Lid goes down, sealed up. I can mount this on my wall, and the optimizer should be waterproof for the winter. It's really, I mean, this thing here was about £12, so it's quite a good add-on to the optimizer, because the optimizer wasn't cheap. It was about £40. So, and I'm just not looking to have it die while it's outside. The purpose of the thing is to keep the bike going, so we might as well set it up. Now, I'm not going to show you how to pull this thing apart. If you're not an electrician or you don't know anything about electrics, then I suggest you go and see someone who does. But I will get back to you when I've done that, and I'll show you the end result. Okay, so I have the optimizer apart. I've been able to, is it going to focus? Yeah. I've been able to determine the plus on both ends of the cable. The cable's soldered. Yeah, it's soldered. Now, so while I can take that off, what won't come off, if I can get right in there, is this. And this actually is a, is it going to focus? Focus. Can we just zoom in? Yeah, there we go. So that feature there is what seals the colour. What seals the optimizer against the weather. Although it hasn't been doing a very good job. If you can see in there, that's corrosion. If I turn this board over, that might be more. There we go. So there's a bit of mess around here that I'm going to have to clean up first. The end result of that is I've decided not to take this cable off, because I actually want to keep this wee feature here. So I'm just going to use my kit to essentially to make an extension cable. Same result, different approach. I may have to put some weatherproofing around this, but some heat shrink will do that at a later time. Yeah, I'll get on with that and I'll show you the end result. This here, I'm going to take the time while I'm here to just give that a clean up. I've got some terminal cleaner and a nylon brush, and I'll just tidy that up. There we go. So it was good to get into this thing now and discover that that issue was happening. Otherwise the optimizer probably would have died anyway. Corrosion like that just gets worse. Right, I cleaned up the back side of the board now. These bits here where the board is covered in like a lacquer, and it gives the copper strips some weather protection, and where that's broken down because of the corrosion, and I've been brushing and cleaning, it's come away. So I've used some of my wife's nail polish. She doesn't know this, of course, and it is called Top Speed, so clearly it's for motorcycles. Yeah, just to give those areas where lacquer has come away a bit of a patch up, and hopefully some weatherproofing, and slow the corrosion down. Yeah, onwards. Wow, have a look at this. Just taking the cover off and the wires out, and I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's really wet in there, which is not ideal. Look at this, just pooling. So I'm going to have to dry those out before I connect everything back up. I'm really glad I'm doing this job actually, because this looked like it was just going to be a disaster. Okay, end result, cable, connection, proper connection, optimizer with its original cable on, so that I've got this wee fitting here working properly, new plug to long extension cord. So hopefully that's now the giving me some extra length. I'm going to go out to the bike and stick it in this container and just make sure that it's doing what I want it to do. I'll give you a look when I've done that. Okay, so outside socket, lead, box, yes, just hanging those zip ties right now, but I haven't decided where I'm going to locate it. Optimizer working, down through some plug things, sealy thing, nice and sealed, watertight, off the ground, to optimizer plug in the bike. So yeah, success. I think the next modification is to weatherproof this, and I think just some heat shrink over the top of that will suffice. And basically I've got loads of cable, so that gives me quite a bit of room to move the bike around, decide where I'm going to put the orange box. But yeah, let's see how that assists. Okay, cheers, bye. It's a friggin' squirrel digging in my lawn, little prick. Fuck off! Fuck off! That's it. Piss off. Shit. Piss off.